The end of it, Stevenson's header. Dover keep the ball in play. Harris can't get there. Maynard with the foot in, and then Tollett with the header forward towards Stevenson. He's just had his weight on the wrong foot there, Stevenson. Good battling by Tranmere again as Harris comes forward to try to find Tollett. Tries to take it on the run, but Parkinson just flicked the heels of the defender in the end, didn't it?
He's just not getting the bounce of the ball, is he, at the moment?
Magri's clearance. Lafayette controls on that far side, did really well. Then a little back heel to Miller. Miller plays the ball in field to pick up Moore. Moore inside right channel. Magri goes outside of him now. That's where the ball's rolled to. Can Magri get the cross in? Yes, he can. Deep towards the far post. Thomas arrives, gets the downward header past Scott Davis, and Dover have got themselves the lead. It was the bounce of the ball that deceived Scott Davis in the end, but he will be disappointed about that. Magri on the overlap. The other fullback, Thomas, had got forward with a downward header, and 23 minutes into this one, the Dover pressure has counted, I'm afraid. It's Dover 1, Tranmere 0.
Sometimes they've got a back line of 5 and one guy sitting in front of them, which is basically 6, and you're asking them to stand in the middle of that lot and win the ball.
Right arch. Tollett down that left-hand touchline. Again, can't get his way past Magri. Now he might get an opportunity. Ben Tollett inside the penalty area. He's on the angle. Ben Tollett goes on still. Tollett turns it past the goalkeeper, and turned in by Andy Cook for an equaliser. Made completely by Ben Tollett, who got past 3 defenders, rolled it across the 6-yard box, and Andy Cook was the man on the spot. His 9th goal of the season. We've had 31 minutes. It's Dover 1, Tranmere 1. Far side will take it. Lafayette battling hard for the ball, and this time coming from the wrong side. Jeff Hughes can't win the ball back. I feel as if Hughes is just like more of a 3 in midfield this half as well. He's pushed forward a little bit as well, hasn't he, to try and win the ball. It's a long ball forward, and well, Davis outside his penalty has to deal with it in the end. Underneath that one is Harris. It's a really good little flick on there, Jay Harris, and then Andy Cook can get the ball, and now Hughes, as I was saying, is much further forward. Jeff Hughes drives forward edge of the penalty area. He's got Tollett to his left-hand side. What can Ben Tollett do now? Inside the box, he's on the angle. Ben Tollett drills it in near post, bounces off the goalkeeper. Stevens trying to get there, still inside the penalty area. Breaks away as far as Reinhardt, trying to set himself for a shot. Liam Reinhardt curls the ball in towards the far post. Cook can't get there, still not away from danger. Stevenson can't get it away. Harris with a shot, bounces off a player, and as far as Andy Cook, who gets his 2nd of the afternoon. Sharp as a knife is Andy Cook. Harris with the shot, it bounced away from everybody, and Cook was onto it in a flash on his left foot. He's in double figures for the season now, Andy Cook, and it's Dover 1, Tranmere 2. Alongside Maynard, it's just given Jay Harris that little bit more freedom, hasn't it, ahead of them?
I think the gaps were a bit too wide, weren't they? So, as you say, everyone's closed up a little bit, got closer.
Jeff Hughes is going to take the corner then on that far side. That's the Tranmere right. Plenty of green shirts inside the penalty area. It's curled in. Keeper doesn't do very well. It's gone in. The keeper's made a complete hash of that as he tried to punch the ball away. Jeff Hughes with a corner. Keeper tried to punch it. It's landed in the back of his own net, and Tranmere have got a 2-goal cushion now. It's Dover 1, Tranmere 3. Home to Hull. Watford 1, Hull 0. Free kick here for Tranmere. Lead 3-1. Scott Davis with the free kick, headed away by Grimes on that far side. Stevenson again, given the ball lands, it doesn't have bounce high, doesn't it? It's all afternoon. Stevenson there trying to play a 1-2 with Vaughan, wins himself a throw. And Scott Davis, who
it's been a steep learning curve for him today, because he's been meted out some punishments on there.
And he's playing against some very, very experienced defenders there, very tough defenders as well, isn't it?
I think this game will do him the world of good.
Vaughan to Harris. Vaughan down the touchline. Now is Stevenson. Wide on that right-hand touchline. He's faced there by Sterling. Clears the ball away from danger. Only as far as Harris, who cushions the ball in towards Tollett, who gets his way past the defender. Ben Tollett makes it 4! What a finish by Ben Tollett! Well, if anybody's deserved a goal in this second half, it's Ben Tollett. And he took the ball on his chest, past the defender, and from the angle on the volley has thumped it past Mitch Walker, and surely all 3 points are going Tranmere's way now. It's Dover 1, Tranmere 4.